What's a better way to start a flipping challenge than by taking a risk on a used PC that is listed for parts? Let's see what happens. In this video, I will put together an awesome low budget gaming PC right at $100 with a risk that questions time and money. So last month, I purchased this GTX 1070 for $50 on Facebook Marketplace to begin the journey of assembling a $100 PC for a flipping challenge. But I'm aiming for the best performance possible. I just picked up this dead Asus Essentio desktop computer for $20. The seller was only taking offers and I offered him 20 bucks, which he accepted. Although $20 seems a bit low, but I want to future proof the possibility of making a profit by selling the other parts in case the motherboard or the power supply not working. One good reason for buying used PCs that are listed for part is for giving the opportunity to send a very low offer. Most of the time, you can get them very cheap like I did with this one. One thing to make sure of before buying a used PC that is listed for part is to always get some information from the seller to have an idea of what steps to take first and to give you a hint on not getting scammed. The seller said the PC does not turn on anymore and he thinks it's the GTX 750.
Nice.
I did ask him, did he ever try to open it? And he said no, which might be the problem because of build-up dust. Whenever a PC fails to turn on, it's either a dead motherboard or a dead power supply. So I connected the PC and I heard the power supply making a sound. I pressed the power button, but nothing happened. I took my leaf blower and blew all the dust out. I kept it mostly at the power supply for 3 minutes to push the sticky dust out. Then I plugged the PC back in and powered the PC on. I plugged in my monitor to see if it would post, and it did. Buying a used PC for parts is risky, and sometimes it might just be a quick fix. As for the specs, it's rocking an i7-4790S. That is a 4-core 8-thread processor, which clock at 3.2 to 4.0 GHz. This CPU is a great low-budget gaming CPU. As for RAM, it comes with 12GB DDR3 RAM at the speed of 1600 MHz. The GPU is a GTX 750 1GB. I never used it before, and that card is basically a 720p resolution card. And for storage, there's a 2TB hard drive, lots of space for games. The PC also comes with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and a 286 watt power supply. Since the PC posts, before moving on to the next step, so the first thing that I will do is to test this PC out just to make sure that everything is working fine. Remember, the PC was listed for parts, so you never know if something might be wrong with it. And then also I will test a few games in it just to see how it will perform. Alright guys, so the first game that I'll be testing will be PUBG at 720p lowest settings. As you guys can see, it's running really smooth. It goes up to the 60s, dip back down all the way to the high 40s. It's because since I'm capturing it on the PC, which I don't play, so I do lose some FPS. When it comes to, playing at 720p, getting in a gunfight in a far distance is not well because you can't really see well. But after that, it's running pretty smooth. Not that many stutter, and then it's well playable, I would say. So the second game that we'll be testing is Out of Raleigh 1080p high settings. I really like this little indie game. Really fun, also very competitive too. And then the thing about it is that this game is not graphically intensive, so this is running really well, going up all the way to the 90s. Sometimes you even see the 100s and everything, then dip back down to the 70s. But this game is really well playable. This card really has its flowers when it comes to certain games, so I really like it. Now, the third game will be Counter-Strike 2, 1080p, the lowest settings, of course. Well, I don't know if it's because of capturing the game on the Counter-Strike, but sometimes you see it goes all the way to the 70s and right back down to the 40s. Huge dip down sometimes. But it's well playable. It's playable. But you want to get a stable FPS when it comes to a game like Counter-Strike, especially it's an esports game. But after that, it's playable. And another game that we'll be testing is Doom Eternal, 720p, lowest settings. It can go up to the 60s, but for some reason I was expecting way better FPS with this game, since this game is really well optimized, with Vulkan API and everything. So I was expecting way better. But Actually, it's still playable and everything since, as long as there's no stutter, I think a game is always playable. But since Shadowplay do have its feedback on it too, but I would say that but I was expecting way higher at 720p. Game that we'll be testing is Fortnite. Performance mode, 100 max resolution. View distance will be on near, and then texture will be on low. After that, Fortnite, Fortnite is really well playable in this graphics card, especially since, performance mode is very friendly when it comes to all the hardware and everything. But I think it's performing well. I'm not gonna say that, especially for only 1 GB RAM, it's actually performing because you can actually play the game. Alright guys, now so to start with the $100 flip up challenge is because the situation that I'm currently in is that I don't have any more space to create content. Like I'm running out of space to the max, which is crazy. It's because I accidentally booked my 8 TB backup hard drive. The thing is that this was on my main computer. That's where I save all my content. But once I started creating content for the channel, I've been bringing it back downstairs in the studio, then take it back upstairs to my computer. That's how I was transferring my file. I was using my phone and this 8 TB hard drive. But one day I was walking and then actually fell and I kind of broke all the pins on there. So now ever since then, I can't use it no more. It's broke. I lost everything, all the content that I had, even some very important files on it. So therefore I'm dedicated this challenge to that. So what I want to do is that I want to start with the sweep up challenge so I could buy enough storage for the channel. I will start with this bill at $100. Then to flip my way up to $1,000 because it will cost me $1,000 because I'm going to buy two 14 TB hard drive, one internal and one external. And then also I'm going to need a 4 TB SSD for my computer. And I'm going to need a 2 TB external SSD just to, transfer the content. Guys, so the rules for the challenge is that the PC must have good performance, I would say, because I don't want to sell any PCs that's performing really bad, that's stuttering. That's not me. And then 2, PC must have some type of static. Remember, a static will help the PC sales quicker. And 3 is that I'm only going to give myself 2 weeks to build a PC. After every PC sell, I'm going to give myself 2 weeks only to find one and build one. And 4, the way I will do it is that, so the first week I build a $100 PC. The second week I'm going to build a $200. The third week I'm going to build a $300. And then the fourth week I want to build a $400 PC. So and so on to go up to like a $500, $600. All right guys, now what I'm going to do is to swap out everything outside that case. And then so I can put it in the nice P300 as Fentex case. Guys, this case I call it the clutch case because all I had left on the budget was $10, and then it's unbelievable that I actually find it for $10. And then the big plus about it is that it comes with 3 fan headers, extension, 3 headers in the back of the case. Amazing, because the motherboard only have like 2 fan headers, one for the CPU and one for the back fan. So that means that I could add 3 free fans into the case for some nice airflow. Amazing purchase. I think this is the best purchase when it comes to this $100 flipping up. Now, when it comes to case swapping, these old Asus desktop OEMs are the best and the easiest because they come with a regular motherboard that has nothing proprietary on them. So that means any case will work with them because the motherboard form factors are usually micro ATX. Alright guys, so now we kind of went into our first problem is that the 24 pin cannot get out because somehow Asus put it in this very tiny thing. Let me see if the camera can focus. It can't even get out because it's way too large, too wide. It cannot get out. So what I'm gonna have to do is that I'm gonna have to use a drill bit so I could punch some holes out over here so it could just get out to be able to remove this bracket. And the other two components that I'll be adding is this 256 SSD from Time Tech. I bought it on Amazon for $18 because, I kind of want the person to have at least a fast boot. And then with this 2 TB hard drive, and also I will be adding this 700 watt Cooler Master. I got it for free, so basically you could just say it's worth $2. I don't even, it's free, so I don't want to say the bill is $98. So let's just say it's $2 just to make the $100 flip up complete. All right. And as for the fans, I got them for free also. So let's see how this build turn out. Alright guys, so I will list this PC on Facebook Marketplace first for $435 because I know everyone on Facebook Marketplace got their lowball license, but the profit I'm aiming to get on this PC is $150. So basically if I could sell it for like 300 to 350, that'd be very good for the challenge. But If it cannot sell within a week, I will downgrade the GPU to a GTX 980 that I'll pick it up for $40, and then I got some 3 RGB fans that I bought on Amazon for $10. So I would just swap a couple things, but it would still be $100. And then also I will list it on Mercari.com since I'm a high rated seller on there. And I will try Java.gg. I haven't sold a PC on Java yet, so we shall see. Alright, guys, any suggestion, feedback, please let me know. Alright, just hit me on the comments, and I will catch you guys in another one. Thanks.